Hi, Dr. Bob Flower. This is the August 22nd, Monday, Master Pattern Report. Sorry we missed you last week. It's been hectic here. Okay, so, and by the way, today's my son's birthday. Happy birthday, Rob, the Iron Man. Okay, so our call for silver to move up is in effect. $38 from 10 days ago, 12 days ago, to around the $42 level, a little higher than $42 level today. And we expect that will continue at least for the next 6 to 8 weeks. In fact, we think that there's a good chance that once it breaks this $43 level, that we're going to see somewhere around $47 silver, and depending on when it starts to run hot, and by that I mean large jumps over a short period of time, we may see $52, $55 silver before the end of the year, and maybe and possibly even more. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I definitely think over the next 6 to 8 weeks we will see it up around that $50 level and penetrating that. Gold, we think gold's going to hit $2,500 before the end of the year. Now, and what's happening here, as many of you know, is that there's a flight into dollars as a safe haven. As that's occurring, the price of oil is dropping, and it will drop significantly, we think, over the next 30 to 60 days. As long as this flight to security continues to occur within the United States dollar. However, if something occurs that's going to disrupt that confidence in the dollar, and that could be, a Fed action or something that the president does, or it could be a natural disaster, anything of that sort. Then what happens is all currencies are out of play, and gold and silver become the stalwarts. They become the basis of the world economy, and whoever has the greatest holdings is going to end up being king there, depending on how they play it, of course. And then, of course, there comes a time when that wears off, and everything goes to hell. So keep your powder dry, because that looks like we're looking at something of that scenario within the next year, 18 months. Okay, significant dates for silver next Monday, the 29th, for the S&P. We've been short the S&P, as we told you, for 3 weeks now, and we see a move there on on this Friday, the 25th. Silver, we have a whole bunch of options that we picked up a little over $38, and we're going to be holding on to those through September at least. And if you want to play, I think that eventually here within the next 2 to 3 weeks you're going to see oil kind of fall out of bed, depending on how bad the euro market is going. Okay, they're talking about a QE3. Forget it. I think I think if they do, it will be a disaster, and may be a key factor for the United States to lose its further credibility within the market. As we've been telling you since we started our program back in 2007, I think it was, Janet, right? That one of the biggest problems that we're going to be facing is a breakdown in law and order, and you're certainly seeing that not only all over the world, but in our own country here, with these flash mobs and rioting and things like that. And no surprise to us, and we think it's going to get a lot worse, and it's going to put the quality of life issues in jeopardy, especially in your urban centers, and then some of your suburban areas. This whole breakdown of law and order is something that may well lead to an adjustment in the representative form of government, unless the heroes step forth and try to take positions of leadership that are central to what this country is about, and what many mainstream and independent thinkers are seeking. So keep that in mind. Watch yourself. Be prepared for these sudden impulse reactions, and also some of these natural disasters. I think we mentioned in the last show or 2 shows ago about the prospect of solar storms, which they're talking about in late 2012 and into 2013 and 14. This is something not to be taken lightly. It will cause great economic chaos by virtue of our communications being knocked out. Great concern. This report by the NOAA, the Astronomical Association, concerning some magnetic storms and our nuclear facilities throughout the Northeast, is something not to be taken lightly, and something to be dealt with ahead of time, and not wait much longer to be worked on. And I think Governor Cuomo in New York is making the right move by conceivably shutting down Indian Point nuclear power plant. It's just too much of a populated area, right on the Hudson River, not too far from the ocean. This is something that I happen to be in agreement with, based on the premise of it's better to be safe than sorry. Okay. Insofar as our investments are concerned, we're going to stay short the market, even though we're seeing a little bounce here. We're going to stay long silver. We think that oil will deteriorate further as the U.S. dollar continues to grow. We made a significant jump in the past week or so, from around $74 level to $76 level, and we think we might see it up a little higher. QE3, a disaster, have a temporary effect, jack the market up, but nothing for Main Street, and I think it's something that's only going to hurt us and drive us into a situation that's dire. Okay, so the other thing we want to tell you about is the Master Pattern investment vehicle that we've been working on. We've had great success. I'm still not ready to bring that out, and it is somewhat complicated for those of you who are mathematicians and enjoy the quantitative and qualitative integration of data. We think when it does come out, you'll like it, and we believe that we're onto something significant, because we are getting a real live dollar, tremendous success. Okay, be careful. Watch this law and order breakdown, because it's happening not only physically but economically. Okay, so you guys have a good week. Stay in touch. We think you're great. Hang in there.